Right here, right now. You're watching the Valley's fastest growing newscast. This is KMIR-6 Today at 5:30.
Well, they all pitched in yesterday to help clear Interstate 10 of litter. Now they need your help to keep it clean.
And the smell is so bad in one Valley city from water sewage that the USDA shows up with $3 million to help clean it up.
Plus, the body of a dead woman found in the desert. Police arrest and accuse another woman for it. Good morning. It's Wednesday, April 18th. I'm Anthony Alvarez.
And I'm Gloria Rodriguez. Thank you so much for joining us on this Wednesday morning.
And we'll get to today's top stories in just a few moments. But first, let's take a live look outside through our general air conditioning cam. The sky is starting to brighten up on this Wednesday morning. Beautiful shot right there. Palm trees not even moving. Or is there some wind?
Could be wind in store. Good question. Let's take a look at your temperatures to see how it's going to be today. Definitely going to be sunny, if not windy. 95 degrees in La Quinta, 94 degrees in Palm Springs, 93 degrees in Desert Hot Springs. So overall, a very warm day in the Coachella Valley. Get ready for that.
You know, it's just time to just sit out by the pool and work on that tan with these type of temperatures. I give up. That's what we're going to do.
That's
well, of
what
course,
you need to do.
We'll check in with Mike Chalinas a little bit later, who'll have your full 7-day forecast.
Authorities have arrested a woman and charged her with murder after finding a body in their search for the missing wife of a Marine. The body was found in a remote section of Riverside County. It has not yet been positively identified as 22-year-old Brittany Kilgore. She disappeared last Friday. The body was found about a mile from Lake Skinner, which is about 25 miles away from Kilgore's home in Fallbrook. Jessica Lynn Lopez was arrested.
Coachella Valley cities will be paying more for service contracts with the Riverside County Sheriff's Department. The Riverside County Board of Supervisors signed off on a rate hike yesterday. Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, Indian Wells, La Quinta, and Coachella will see the increased rates. Supervisors say the hike is needed to recoup the higher cost incurred by the department over the past year. Also, under the revised rate schedule, the cost of a Sheriff's Patrol deputy will rise from $125 per hour to $126 per hour, a 1% jump from last year. Higher fees will also be imposed on the community service districts served by the department. And the Obama administration officially was in town yesterday. Water waste in Coachella brought him here. And of course, our very own KMIR-6 Jessica Flores has more.
The cuts.
A rare visit from Washington to check out this sludge in Coachella.
We're excited. I mean, this isn't the first time that we come out here, but it's certainly the first time that we have a visitor all the way from the President's office and USDA federal government.
The USDA gave a $3 million loan to the city to build this new sewage facility. It's smelly and dirty, but all this is helping clean up Coachella's act.
There was very serious environmental problems with the plant before. It wasn't at capacity, it wasn't operating efficiently, and it was moving effluent into the Salton Sea, which has really been suffering because of the quality of water going into it.
The city has a history of gripes over its water management. Residents have poured in complaints over water rates and water quality.
When the residents ask where their tax dollars are being invested in, I think it's very clear that these types of projects that are important to the public health and well-being of our residents, this is a perfect example of that type of project.
Now what happens is the water waste goes into these beds and then the sun dries it out, leaving behind all this.
What's left is just the solids, which are then land applied.
The Recovery Act is helping finance this project, one of 800 projects nationwide.
It's an investment in our aging infrastructure to make sure that we're building an America that will last, that will be able to grow economically.
So when the economy rebounds, people are ready to invest and build. The city of Coachella will be prepared.
Prepared now to keep their sewage system afloat. Jessica Flores, KMIR-6 News.
In celebration of Earth Day, Caltrans wants to help keep California clean. Yesterday, members of Caltrans were picking up trash along Interstate 10 in Indio to promote annual Litter Day. Caltrans wants to bring awareness of the thousands of pounds of trash, tires, and debris that's discarded along highways. Littering is a crime and it's a hazard to motorists. More than $1 million has been spent this fiscal year on litter removal in Riverside County.
Tax day over, and to mark Tax Day, activists from across the Coachella Valley staged a protest yesterday. Protesters with MoveOn.org want the rich and big corporations to pay their fair share in taxes. The protest for Tax the 1% was held in front of the main post office in Palm Springs on Amato Road. The protest was held in front of the post office to show support of U.S. postal workers as they face a growing budget deficit.
A Coachella man is behind bars for failing to register as a sex offender. Members of the Riverside County Sheriff's Department Fugitive Warrant Task Force made the arrest on Sunday at a home on Oceana Road in Coachella. 42-year-old Adrian Garcia was taken into custody for an outstanding felony warrant for not registering as a sex offender. Garcia was booked into the Indio jail with bail set at $1 million.
Members of the Riverside County Sheriff's Department Fugitive Warrant Enforcement Team arrested an Indio man for an outstanding felony warrant. The arrest happened Sunday at a home on Aladdin Street in Indio. 49-year-old Victor Gonzalez was taken into custody for an outstanding felony warrant for lewd and lascivious acts with a child. Gonzalez was booked into the Larry Smith Correctional Facility. Time now for a check on our weather.
Let's go to meteorologist Mike Chalinas, who joins us with your lifestyle weather forecast this morning. Hey, Mike.
Hot day yesterday with an afternoon high of 94, and I think we'll be right back there again for the afternoon high today. Temperatures start off a little cooler in the valley in the upper range of the 60s. It was quite warm yesterday at this juncture. So as we go through this day, I would expect us to be up around 90 by lunchtime and then 94 for the afternoon high. Lots of sunshine with northwest breezes blowing. Believe it or not, even warmer temperatures are headed to the valley. I'll tell you when they're going to get here and just how warm we'll be in just a bit.
All right, so warmer temperatures. Thank you, Mike. Time right now, 35 minutes past the hour.
And here's what's making news headlines around the nation this morning. We have some dramatic pictures of a car plowing into a Florida grocery store over the weekend, and we want to warn you that some viewers may find the images disturbing. Did you see that? The Florida Highway Patrol says that 10 people were injured Saturday when a 76-year-old driver slammed into this Publix grocery store. 2 people were seriously hurt, and now the driver of the 2004 Toyota Camry has been charged with careless driving. According to the Highway Patrol, alcohol was not a factor. The driver was not injured.
Very scary. An Oregon man stripped off his clothes to protest the TSA screening procedures. 49-year-old John Brennan says he was told that he tested positive for nitrates by TSA screeners at Portland International Airport Tuesday night. Now, he was arrested after refusing to put his clothes back on and was booked and released into county jail. Now, Brennan says he often flies and disrobed as a form of protest against the TSA, who felt that they were harassing him.
Interesting. Well, the Empire State Building was illuminated Tuesday night as the 100-day countdown to the London Olympics started. Diver Greg Louganis flipped the switch that lit the iconic building in red, white, and blue. Louganis is an Olympic legend. He was the first diver to sweep diving gold medals at consecutive games. Now, looking ahead to London, he said he hopes that the U.S. will win its first medal in diving since 2000. With 100 days before the games begin, he says it's important for the athletes to sharpen their skills. Today, Cathedral City wants to hear from you, its residents. The city has talked about possibly cutting back on its police department due to its budget status, and the community meeting will allow city officials to get the community's input on the budget and to provide information on the elimination of the city's redevelopment agency. The meeting will take place today at 6 o'clock at the Doral Desert Princess Resort Oleander Room.
Well, if you want to know more about Native American art, a free talk is tonight. And the conservation of the feather blanket will be the topic at the lecture at the UC Riverside Palm Desert campus at 6:30. It is presented by the Agua Caliente Cultural Museum. So go check that out.
That's going to be very good. It is now 38 minutes after the hour, and we have much more coming up for you after the break.
He was trapped under the rubble for days. What rescue teams found after a building collapsed.
And this is a live look outside in our Fantasy Springs cam. No wind so far. We'll see how it's going to shape up coming up after the break.